Did you know that the Ottoman Empire, at its height, was one of the most powerful states in the world, ruling over regions in 3 continents? It's a fact that may astonish you. This empire, at the pinnacle of its power, was colossal, stretching its influence over parts of Europe, Asia, and Africa. Imagine a realm so vast, it spanned from the edges of the Sahara Desert to the heart of the Balkans, from the steppes of Central Asia to the bustling markets of Istanbul. This was not just a state, but a world power that left an indelible mark on the pages of history. It was an empire that thrived in the intersection of cultures, religions, and civilizations, shaping the course of human history in ways that still resonate today. So, let's journey through the remarkable history of this empire, which left indelible marks in the annals of time. Our journey begins in the early 14th century with the rise of a small Anatolian beylik into what would become a world empire. In the vast plains of Anatolia, a man named Osman I nurtured a dream. This wasn't a mere dream of personal ambition, but one that would shape the course of history. Osman I, a leader of a small tribe in the region, was known for his courage, wisdom, and unyielding spirit. He was a leader who inspired loyalty, and under his guidance, this small Anatolian beylik began to grow in strength and influence. Osman I and his successors were not just ambitious, they were strategic. They knew that to establish an empire, they needed to control key trade routes and strategic locations. Thus, they embarked on a series of conquests, starting with the Byzantine territories in Bithynia. These early victories laid the groundwork for the empire's expansion. In the following years, the Ottomans continued their relentless march. They expanded their territory, capturing key cities and fortresses. They defeated rival states, absorbed smaller beyliks, and steadily grew in power. Each victory not only added to their territory, but also bolstered their reputation as a formidable force. But the Ottomans were not just conquerors. They were also builders and administrators. They established a highly efficient administrative system that allowed them to manage their vast territories. They built roads, bridges, and fortresses, and promoted trade and commerce. They also respected the cultures and religions of the people they ruled, which helped them maintain stability and order. The establishment of the Ottoman dynasty was not just the result of military conquests. It was the result of a vision, a strategy, and the ability to inspire loyalty and unity among diverse peoples. It was a story of resilience, courage, and determination. Thus, the foundations of an empire were laid, setting the stage for a period of rapid expansion. This was just the beginning of a journey that would see the rise of one of the most powerful empires in history, an empire that would leave an indelible mark on the world. As we move into the 15th and 16th centuries, we enter an era of intense territorial expansion. This is the time when the Ottoman Empire truly began to flex its muscles and assert its influence on the world stage. The 15th century was marked by the reign of one of the most legendary figures in Ottoman history, Mehmed the Conqueror. Mehmed II, as he was also known, ascended to the throne at a young age and quickly set his sights on expanding the empire. His most notable achievement was the conquest of Constantinople in 1453, an event that marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the start of a new chapter for the Ottomans. Constantinople, renamed Istanbul, became the new capital of the empire and a symbol of its growing power. But the expansion didn't stop with Mehmed. The 16th century brought another formidable leader to the forefront, Suleiman the Magnificent. Suleiman's reign was marked by a series of military victories that dramatically expanded the empire's territory. From the Persian Gulf in the east to the gates of Vienna in the west, from the steppes of Russia in the north to the shores of Africa in the south, the Ottoman Empire was a force to be reckoned with. But it wasn't just military might that made the empire great. Under Suleiman's rule, the empire also experienced a cultural and intellectual golden age. Istanbul became a center of learning, attracting scholars and artists from across the globe. This period of expansion was not without its challenges, however. The empire faced resistance from various European powers, and internal strife often threatened to destabilize the empire. Yet, despite these obstacles, the Ottoman Empire continued to flourish and grow. The capture of Constantinople, the expanding borders, the flourishing culture, all of these elements combined to create a powerful and vibrant empire, one that left an indelible mark on the world. The Ottoman Empire was no longer just a regional power, it was a global powerhouse. As we reflect on this age of expansion, it's important to remember that the growth of the Ottoman Empire was not simply the result of military conquest. It was also the result of strategic alliances, cultural exchange, and the visionary leadership of sultans like Mehmed the Conqueror and Sulayman the Magnificent. These leaders understood that to build an empire, one must not only conquer territories but also win hearts and minds. So as we journey through the annals of history, let's take a moment to appreciate the grandeur of the Ottoman Empire during its golden age. An empire that, at its peak, spanned 3 continents and encompassed diverse cultures and religions. An empire whose influence can still be felt today in the architecture, culture, and traditions of many nations. This period cemented the Ottoman Empire's place as a dominant force in global politics. And as we'll see in the next scenes, even as the empire faced challenges and eventually began to decline, its legacy would continue to shape the course of history. Beyond their military conquests, the Ottomans were also patrons of arts, culture, and technology. Let's delve into the grandeur that was the Ottoman Empire's cultural and technological advancements. This period was marked by an outburst of creativity, technological innovation, and intellectual curiosity, creating a unique blend of Islamic, Persian, and Byzantine influences. The Ottomans were master builders. Their architectural contributions are truly iconic, with structures that were not just grand in scale, but also innovative in design. Perhaps the most famous Ottoman architectural marvel is the Hagia Sophia. This Byzantine cathedral-turned-mosque-turned-museum is a testament to the architectural prowess of the Ottomans. The massive dome, intricate mosaics, and the awe-inspiring scale of the building are a testimony to the ingenuity and vision of the Ottoman architects. Another architectural gem is the Topkapi Palace, a sprawling complex of lush gardens, opulent pavilions, and impressive courtyards. The palace served as the main residence and administrative headquarters of the Ottoman sultans in the 15th century. Its design, featuring a series of courtyards and pavilions, was a significant departure from the traditional Byzantine architecture and set a trend for subsequent Ottoman structures. But the Ottomans' contributions weren't limited to architecture. They were also patrons of literature, arts, and sciences. The empire was home to a vibrant literary culture, with poets, scholars, and writers producing works in a variety of languages, including Turkish, Persian, and Arabic. Ottoman literature was rich and diverse, spanning genres from epic poetry to philosophical treatises. The visual arts, too, flourished under Ottoman patronage. Miniature painting, calligraphy, and ceramics became highly developed art forms, each with its unique style and aesthetic. Ottoman artisans excelled in creating intricate designs and patterns, which were often inspired by nature and geometric motifs. And let's not forget about the scientific advancements. The Ottomans were keen observers of the natural world and made significant contributions to various fields of science, including astronomy, medicine, and geography. They built observatories, compiled detailed maps, and developed new medical treatments. The empire's scholars were also skilled translators, preserving and transmitting the knowledge of the ancient Greeks and Romans to future generations. So, you see, the Ottoman Empire was not just a military powerhouse. It was a cradle of culture, arts, and science, where innovative ideas were fostered and creativity was celebrated. The empire's influence extended far beyond its borders, shaping the course of history and leaving a lasting legacy. The cultural legacy of the Ottomans continues to inspire and influence even today. From the awe-inspiring structures of Istanbul to the rich tapestry of Ottoman literature and arts, the empire's cultural and technological contributions remain a testament to a civilization that was truly ahead of its time. All empires, no matter how great, eventually face decline. The Ottoman Empire was no exception. By the 17th century, the once mighty Ottoman Empire began to exhibit signs of weakening. A series of military defeats marked the beginning of this downward trajectory. The loss at the Battle of Vienna in 1683 was particularly devastating, halting the empire's expansion into Europe and signaling a shift in power. But military defeats were just one piece of the puzzle. The empire was also plagued by internal strife. As the empire expanded, it became increasingly difficult to maintain control over diverse and distant territories. Local rebellions became more frequent, and the central authority of the Sultan began to wane. The Janissaries, once the backbone of the Ottoman military, became more interested in political power than defending the empire, further destabilizing the state. Economic challenges also played a significant role in the decline. The empire's traditional revenue sources, such as land taxes and tribute from conquered territories, were no longer sufficient to support the state's expenditures. The rise of global trade saw the empire sidelined as the economic center of the world shifted from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic. The final blow to the empire came following World War I. The empire, having sided with the Central Powers, found itself on the losing side. The victorious allies partitioned the empire under the Treaty of Sèvres in 1920. The Sultanate was abolished, and the empire was officially dissolved. The Republic of Turkey, established by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, rose from the ashes of the fallen empire. And so, after 6 centuries of rule, the sun finally set on the Ottoman Empire. The story of its decline and fall is a reminder that even the greatest empires are not immune to the forces of change and the passage of time. From its humble beginnings to its towering heights and eventual fall, the story of the Ottoman Empire is indeed a fascinating one. We've journeyed through the birth of the empire, starting as a small Anatolian state and growing into a world power. We witnessed the age of expansion, where the empire extended its reach into 3 continents and more than 20 present-day countries. This era was marked by military prowess and strategic brilliance that expanded the Ottoman borders far and wide. Then, we delved into the empire's cultural and technological advancements. The Ottoman Empire was a melting pot of cultures and religions, a testament to its diverse territories. Its contributions to the arts, architecture, literature, and science are still visible and valued today, marking an era of unprecedented intellectual and artistic growth. In the wake of this golden age, we observe the empire's decline and fall. The empire faced numerous challenges, both internal and external, and eventually crumbled under the weight of its own success. Yet, even in its decline, the empire left an indelible mark on the world. Now, as we reflect on the Ottoman Empire, we are left with a more profound understanding of its lasting impact. The empire's influence can still be felt in the regions it ruled, shaping the cultural, political, and social landscapes. The echoes of its grandeur can be found in the architecture of Istanbul, the languages of the Middle East, and the customs and traditions of the Balkans and North Africa. Beyond its regional impact, the Ottoman Empire also significantly influenced the larger world order. It played a critical role in the shaping of global politics, trade, and culture, leaving a legacy that continues to inform our understanding of the world today. As we reflect on the Ottoman Empire's history, we are reminded of the transient nature of power and the enduring legacy of culture and ideas. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking questions.